doing?
I'm wonderful, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How is your engagement going? Congratulations.
We'll see. Let's be honest, the odds are stacked against me, and this is my personality, so this could go either way.
Are you planning the wedding? Are you deep in that right now?
I'm not, sir.
You're not.
Here's what I've noticed about when you, at least when I get engaged, my friends start giving me advice based on the fact that they don't want to come to a wedding.
Really?
All my friends are like, you should have a small wedding. Just a small wedding, just you and your guy and nobody else. Do you not want to come to my wedding?
That's weird.
Well, okay,
or
loud
maybe
and
they
clear.
don't want the other friends coming.
Loud and clear.
Your fiancé is Miles, correct?
Correct.
And what does he do for work?
Don't know.
You do not know. Does it even matter to you?
Not in the slightest.
You're a big star.
Not a shallow person, but I am on the edge of my seat in terms of what he does. He's tried to explain it to me a couple times. I'm more confused every time I hear the explanation. But it's good. It keeps it hot.
Okay, that's good,
Every time we hang
yeah.
out, it's like the first date. I'm like, what do you do, sir, that lives with me?
That's how we handled my dad for like 40 years. Like, nobody knew what he did. Like, is he in show business?
He's not in show business, which I think I needed. I think for me, like, I think there should be one famous person in the relationship, one person in, like, the public eye.
I see.
I find the key to a healthy relationship is having power you can lord over the other person.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, intimacy is all about leverage. Like, I can trap him. He can't cheat on me. What is he gonna do? I'll just come talk about it on Jimmy Kimmel. Like, so find
He's
someone.
got no outlet.
What are you gonna do, Miles Skinner? What are you gonna do? Good luck cheating on me.
Is he, like, involved in, like, is he interested in the whole show business thing, celebrities and whatnot?
I was actually worried because, like, meeting celebrities, I mean, it is weird sometimes, especially in the beginning. I was really worried about bringing him to your wife's birthday party. Molly Kimmel
Why were you
had
worried?
Because there were famous people there, and you never know how you're gonna react to a famous person. Like, when I first started meeting famous people, I did some very stupid things. I
like
said,
who?
when I was 25 years old, I met Samuel L. Jackson, and I got starstruck. And it manifested in me being unable to censor my thoughts. So I started saying the things that I was thinking out loud to Sam Jackson. He introduced himself to me, and I responded with, "Hi, I'm Whitney Cummings. How much money do you have?"
What did Sam say?
He responded with a number.
Oh, he gave you a number.
That I now know is a very high number, but at the time, I didn't know anything about Hollywood or celebrities or money, so I thought every celebrity had $1 billion.
Right,
like cash.
Yeah.
So he said a very high number. To me, it just sounded low at the time, so I responded with, "Oh, that's it?"
He didn't. You don't stay in touch, I'm guessing.
Not so much. So I have to live with that every day. And so I get the idea of, you know, being nervous. So he came to your party. He's also not a big comedy guy. Like, he watches movies, like, with machines that fly around.
I see. Transformers.
That's right. Stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, maybe. So he meets you, no problem. He meets Jason Bateman, no problem. Matt Damon, no problem. I'm like, this guy doesn't care about
How did
celebrities.
he get into the party? You know what? I don't want to. You go ahead.
It makes you look good. It makes you guys look like makes you guys look like you're not shallow. It's good to have a couple commoners around,
okay.
right?
All right.
And so we're doing great. We sit down. The great J.J. Abrams comes and says hello to everybody. I know, national treasure J.J. Abrams, the most gracious, kind, weirdly kind person. Says hi to everyone, introduces himself to my fiance. My fiance goes cold and says, "What's up, dude? What's your name?"
Oh. Did he not know?
Oh, he knows. This is a man who stands in line to get into Star Wars movies. It was very clear that he was having some kind of manic break.
I see.
And felt that the best way to deal with J.J. Abrams was to just emotionally abuse him for no reason. J.J., to his credit, was so sweet. He was like, "I'm J.J. Abrams." I think he's seen this before, how people just start to emotionally melt down around him.
Yeah.
And then my fiance couldn't stop there. My fiance went, "So what do you do, man?"
Oh, he did, yeah.
J.J. Abrams was so nice about it. He's like, oh, I make movies. It just got worse and worse. And I was paralyzed with shame. I was so embarrassed that I just froze. And then my fiance froze. Neither of us were talking to J.J. Abrams. He was just sitting there like, I don't need this. He gets up and leaves, and I'm like, what was that? What did you just do? And he was like, I read in a magazine that celebrities want to be treated like everyone else. I was like, is this how you treat everyone else? It was a big fight. I mean, we thought about it for like a couple of weeks.
Well, I hope he's learned, and then next time maybe he'll have a nice interaction with JJ.
I hope so.
Or, well, I want to, first of all, your special is very funny.
Thank you.
And I watched it from the beginning to the very, very end.
Thanks.
Where you made this sex robot.
Yeah, I did.
And now, this sex robot, is it okay to reveal the name of the robot?
Of course. Spoiler alert.
Okay, well, you go ahead.
Her name is Bear Claw.
Her name is Bear Claw. He looks like you. And you brought her...
She's here.
She brought her to the show.
Yeah. Oh, she's kind of at a weird angle.
Yes, yes.
Oh, there she's... Hey,
now,
girl.
we can ask questions?
Yeah, ask her anything.
Are copies of you available for sale?
I wish I was for sale, so I didn't have to live with Whitney.
She's living with you. How much does this thing weigh, this sex robot?
I think just how much does it cost?
Yeah, I know.
You're
How
like
much
turning
does
into
it
me
cost?
talking to Sam Jackson. She's 120 pounds of dead weight. Carrying her around is a living nightmare. If you do get a robot of yourself, I strongly advise you to unplug your Ring camera. Because I had a situation where I can't. Oh no!
This is your actual Ring camera from your home.
This is me carrying her into the house.
And that's Miles.
That's Miles. Bless his heart.
Well, he's positioned well, and why not? I mean, that's a threesome you're having right there.
That's right. That's right. We are polyamorous. We are a Mormon family. I forgot that I was on a shared neighborhood watch community.
Oh.
Where we would share each other's Ring cameras.
Oh, yes.
Shortly after that video, a security guard, I didn't even know we had security in my neighborhood, came by and was like, ma'am, there are some concerned citizens in the neighborhood that would like to know what's going on. And I was like, oh my God, you probably think that was a dead body. I totally get it. It wasn't. Come inside. It's just a robot that looks exactly like me. And he was much more alarmed when he found out it was not a dead body.
Oh, he would have preferred the dead body.
He was like, I would much rather you have murdered an innocent woman.
Well, it's fascinating, that world you dipped your toe into there.
It's a big swing.
It's detailed in Whitney's special. It's called Whitney Cummings, Can I Touch It? It is on Netflix now. Whitney Cummings, everyone.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. If you want to see all our latest videos, click the subscribe button. And if you don't, click anyway and close your eyes when they come on.